old guy in Colorado. Doodah.
Hey folks, old guy is here, and homages. This is old guy. One more time, homages. So today I'm going to make a Croque Misure. The Croque Misure, it's just basically a French ham and cheese sandwich. But hey, it's a little different than your normal. Come on over, Mrs. Old Guy. I'm going to make a little bechamel, so I got a 1/4 cup of butter in here. I'm going to melt it down. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of flour. I got 1.5 cups of milk, and a little salt and pepper, and just a little bit of mustard in there. So I'm going to let this thing just kind of melt down a little bit, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to start actually making the bechamel. Okay, it'll take a second. Okay, so that butter is nicely melted. And we're going to add a little dash of black pepper, a bit of salt, teaspoon maybe. Okay. Add, now it calls for Dijon mustard. I don't have any, so I'm just going to use a little bit of yellow mustard. On a fat teaspoon. Okay. Get that swished around. Okay, I'm going to add the butter. Flour. Yeah, excuse me. Thank you, Mrs. Olga. That's why you get the homages. So a little bit of flour in there. Looks good. All right, now add some milk. Crank the heat back up here, so this should thicken up very nicely. Alright, so I'm going to give that a second to come to a boil. I'm going to put some of this stuff away and I'll be right back. And I did forget my little pinch of nutmeg. Not a lot, just a little pinch. Okay, so now I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to start putting these together. Before I do, I've got some gruyere, Swiss cheese, and a little bit of freshly grated parmesan. Build these, cover slice of bread, coast to coast, as they say in the kitchens. Right, it's a bechamel. Okay, then we're going to add some of the ham. If I can get it to come apart here. Kind of layer it on here. So, and the other sandwich, almost. I've never had one of these, but I've seen them a whole bunch of times. The first time I remember seeing this was when I was a youngster, watching Julia Childs, and she made Croque Misure. Alright, so now we'll put on some cheese. Like so. Okay. And same thing with a little parm on here. Now, the top slice of bread. More of the bechamel. Oh yeah. Still want that coast to coast coverage. A little bit more. There we go. More cheese. And I've got my oven cranked up at 425. So I'm gonna get this cheese on here. It's gonna go into the oven for, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 minutes until the cheese is thoroughly melted. And then I'll hit it on the broiler so it kind of gets a little golden brown. Alright, so there we go. Into the oven. Okay, so we will see what these look like in just a few minutes. Okay, well, I think they're melted. I'm going to take a look, and if so, then I'll get them under the broiler. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, melted. Looks good, you know. It looks like it's melted on the inside. Okay, and not quite. I'm going to give it another minute then before I put it under the broiler. So the next time you see it, I'll be pulling it out from the broiler, and we should be ready. Garnish that just a tad, a little bit of parsley. All right. They're ready. Let's sit down at the table and see how they taste. Okay, so my first ever Croque Misure looks pretty good. Looks about like the picture. And I know better than just to try and pick it up and take a big bite. Put my mouth full of molten cheese. So I'm just going to cut, I think, a piece off here. Okay, let's see what kind of flavor I'm going to get. It smells real nice. Wow. I thought it might be a little bit plain without the Dijon, but it's actually really, really good. There's nothing I would do to change this. It turned out really good, even without the Dijon. So, if you've never made a Croque Misure, please do, because they're not that difficult. Man, this is the best ham and cheese I think I've ever had. That is so good. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.